Hi Aquarius, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This is a video for 2 readings for you Aquarius. It's going to have your general bi-weekly, July the 26th to August the 10th. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards at the end from this deck here for your love reading, okay? An additional love reading that's just going to look at the energy, from just toward the end of August into, toward the end of July into August, okay? And then next week, next Wednesday, I will post your full Aquarius love reading video, and it'll be a brand new video. Okay, so this is just your additional love. Okay, so the first 3 cards are going to relate to you. I'm doing a love reading. The first 3 cards are going to relate to this week between the 3rd and the 10th. The 26th and the 2nd of August. And then the second 3 cards are going to relate to the 3rd to the 10th of August, okay? So let's have a look. The first card that we've got here, this card wants to come out. It's a card of conflict. I mean, this is what you're leaving behind, though, okay? This is what you're leaving behind, this challenge that you felt with the number 5. Challenges, 5s are challenges. And you're leaving this energy behind, actually. So this is excellent because it means that you're coming into, the end of July and the beginning of August is going to be a brand new beginning for you. It's going to be a new start, and you're going to feel that as well. You're going to feel the end of this energy, the end of this conflict. Some of you, 5s are challenges, and it's changes that we have to go through, okay? So it could have been that the conflict was brought about because of a change that you have to make, or a change that you feel you want to make in your life. It could be related to something that was quite toxic with the devil energy here. When the devil energy shows its face, it could be related to a Capricorn, or it could just be something that you found and felt that was toxic, okay? Let's look at the first card though, the Fool card. The Fool card is about about a brand new beginning, a brand new start, going unencumbered into a new beginning and a new start with a completely fresh perspective, a completely fresh outlook that you've not had before. Now, Mel, on your angelic karma, she talks about the devil. She talks about the Fool card coming down from below to the surface, and this is what it's like. It's like you've spent time with the devil. And in this instance, I mean, I'm a Capricorn, so it's my energy, so I know what that feels like. And we Capricorns, we vibe on that energy. It's hard working for us. It means hard work. It means a perfectionist. It means we don't stop till the job's done. When other signs, unless it's in your chart somewhere, and it is in your chart anywhere, wherever it is. But with the devil energy, that we spend that time there to realise our insecurities, our limitations, our traumas. We spend that time with the devil energy. We spend that time indulging in addiction, or indulging in negative thought patterns, etc. Whatever it is for you, we spend that time indulging in that because it's work. It's about work. It's about healing. The devil energy is about healing. It's about physical and mental, emotional healing and spiritual healing. And after we've got the devil, we go to the Fool. We have this new beginning, okay? So some of you will be this week cutting some ties. You'll be putting a lot of work into cutting patterns or behaviours that do not serve you, do not serve your highest good. And this could be at work. This could be some of you at work. You've had conflict at work. You've not been doing your job, or you've been, so maybe some of you are the boss. Maybe some of you are the boss, and you've just been you've been in a bad mood in your life outside of work, and so you've kind of brought that to work with you. That's what it's like for some of you. Some of you have been like that. Some of you have been like, I don't know, you're having arguments with your wife, or you're having arguments with your husband or whatever, and you're the supervisor at work, and you've been coming into work and you've been like this, like, do you know what I mean? Like, not very nice people, like basically taking it out on other people, causing conflict, creating drama, when it's your issue, babe. It's because you're, you know what I mean, you're something else out external from work has stressed you out, or something else external from the members of staff that you supervise or that you're in charge of. It might be your bosses, your higher ups are giving you a hard time, are stressing you out, and you're sort of bringing that energy into the job and into, you're sort of taking it out on the people that you work with, and it's not their fault really. It's an interesting energy, actually. It's an interesting energy because this Fool card is kind of like, usually we say it's a new beginning, but I think for some of you, you really are acting the fool. And by that, what I mean is, because there's been this conflict at work, your boss has been an idiot towards you, pardon my, well, that's not French, is it? Your boss has not been great to you, for example, or you're the boss and you've not been great to them, and you're just being, I thought that's what you meant, managers. I thought that's what you meant me to do, higher ups. What can you... So there's kind of like that sort of energy as well. Like, some of you are acting the fool. Some of you are doing things at work because other people have pissed you off, pardon my French. Does that make sense? So that's quite funny, actually, and I'm laughing because you you know that you're doing it. You know that you sort of, it's not like I want to say challenging authority, but you're doing it in a clever way. 7 of Swords. This is for next week. Moon. It's funny, actually. It's quite funny, and I shouldn't laugh, but you know what you're doing. And it is to do with work, and some of you, it's you're sort of challenging authority, but you're doing it in a sort of play dumb kind of way, if that makes sense. So you're sort of pretending that you're not challenging the authority, but you are. So you're kind of having like, what's that? Like the passive aggressive. That's, you know what I mean? Some of you are in a work situation, you're passive aggressively. I don't know how to say that as a adverb. Passive aggressively, but that, anyway, you know what I mean. You're being passive aggressive in your approach at work this week, and that's because people at work, or someone at work, whether it's your boss, the higher ups, if you're the boss, someone's basically, you feel you've been treated unfairly, and suddenly Thailand has just come to mind. I have no idea. I've been taken to a memory. I was in Thailand last year, and a specific memory. That's very interesting that would come up right now in this reading. There must be a reason for it. There must be a reason for it. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe let me know in the comments if something to do with Thailand. If this is anything to do with Thailand, maybe some of you working out there in Thailand, or very interesting that just came to mind very clearly as well. Anyway, excuse me, sorry. The passive aggressiveness anyway. So as I said, some of you are being passive aggressive in your attitude at work. This is something you really have to overcome, because really by next week, I don't even know if you I think some of you know that you're doing it. Others of you really are foolish to it and are blind to it, but by next week you'll know how you've been treating people, how you've been showing up at work. Those things are going to be revealed to you, okay? And I think with the Moon card, use your intuition with the Moon card as well to go toward new opportunities with the two of Wands. We've also, with the Moon card, got things that are hidden beneath the surface. Whenever I get a Moon card, and I've just had the Moon card in the Libra, I think it was Libra or Gemini, I've had the Moon card, and I said to them, it's really hard with the Moon card to empathically and intuitively tell you what that is. Does that make sense? So I know that there's something beneath the surface, but because you're not conscious of it, I cannot tell you what that is. I cannot say to you, oh, it's because of this, or it's because of a relationship, or it's because of this. I can't tell you that because it's not even in your consciousness. So for me, I'm an empath, so I feel your energy. I connect with your energy in Reiki. That's what I do before I start all my readings. And after the reading, I say, well, in the meditation, I say, as soon as this reading's over, I say, the readings for the connect to the energy for the highest good of the people that are going to watch this reading. And as soon as that's over, to disconnect from that energy. And that happens. That's exactly what happens. That's my intention, and that's what happens. And I connect with your energy. So if you're confused, the Moon card comes out. And I can't tell you why you're confused. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm going to just clarify. Yeah, I'm clarifying this card. This is kind of Swords, and I'm using it to clarify the Seven of Swords and the Moon card. So it's as if it's coming to an end. I think that some of you are biased for some reason. Something's going on with you at work. It's conflict. There's conflict at work, and there's egos involved, including your own, Aquarius. And I think that your ego, yes, Judgment just come out. You know, this card is about I love this card. It's a card of mindfulness for me, Judgment. But Judgment is things being revealed as well. Things being revealed. And either you're going to get shown up for who the person you are, you're going to walk away from the job, or someone else is going to get shown up for their ill treatment of other people. There seems to be that type of energy though. There's a new opportunity coming towards you though, or you've got access to a new opportunity with the Two of Wands. Could involve travel, world travel. It could involve Thailand. Do you know what? Please, somebody, if that Thailand thing resonates with you, you need to tell me, because that was a very strong connection to that energy. I don't know, very strong. Anyway, so yeah, it's something that you are, there's a passive-aggressive attitude from either from you, Aquarius, or from someone else that you're around. That's the energy that's going on at work, or in relationships, in any area of life, with family. I'm just relating it to work as opposed to trying to avoid love, just because I'm going to do that in a second. But it could obviously be love. There's a passive-aggressiveness that's going on, and there's people that are doing it on purpose. They know that they're being passive-aggressive, whether that's you or somebody else, because we've got fire here. We've got water with the moon, Cancer, Pisces. It's really... is it Pisces? I was blooming forget. Is it Pisces or is it Cancer? The moon card. Yeah, it's Pisces, the moon card, isn't it? This is related to fire, Judgment, and we've got fire signs as well. So it could be Aries, Leo, Sag. You know, you're in Earth signs. I mean, to be fair, all the signs are represented here, Aquarius. There's a passive aggressiveness going on. People are playing dumb on purpose. And, you know, is it about ego? I don't know if it's about ego. I don't know what it's about. You know, what is it about? That's for you to answer for yourself. You have to do that work to find out, to understand why you are choosing to be passive aggressive, or not you. Maybe this could be somebody else, vice versa. Remember, okay? You've got to do the work to understand why you are being passive aggressive, instead of just being upfront and truthful and honest about what it is you are feeling and thinking, and why it is you are feeling frustrated. It might be that you, and as I said, this could be you or the other person, it might be that you have a new opportunity to go towards. You want a new beginning, you want a new start, and it's just the stress, the worry of the potential new start that is clouding you, and that is making you feel having this internal conflict. You know, that's like what it is with the Seven of Swords as well, like that internal conflict with the Seven of Swords. But this is a lose-lose situation. This is what Mel, I love Mel, and I watch Mel and your Angelic Karma, yeah, it's interesting that energy of the Seven of Swords as well, because the Seven of Swords energy is like you've got to overcome your own mental limitations, your own, and by mental I just mean in your mind, your mental limitations. And I think that, you know, some of you are limiting yourselves by being passive aggressive, and maybe that's something that you've been in the past, you or someone else around you, and you really need to try to understand the why you're not being more forthright, Aquarius. Because remember, for you, you're an earth sign, so you should wield that sword, and you should be confident in speaking your truth. And I think that you're doing that. There's miscommunication being caused and conflict being caused because people aren't saying precisely what it is they mean. And that could be at work, that could be in a relationship, that could, as in a romantic relationship, that could be with friends, that could be with family, whatever. So you apply it as it fits for you. Okay, this is your 3 cards. I'm not surprised. 6 of Swords, but that's good because we've got movement. Excellent, fab. Okay, good. We've got some. I'm really happy I'll pull that as well. I'm really happy actually. This one was wanted just to make itself known, the Knight of Cups. So it could be that you're going to be apologising to somebody, or they're going to be apologising to you. So that fits in quite nicely, bridges the gap really in this other reading that we've just done. Now I just want to quickly draw our attention to the, oh my gosh, I've still got to do a post today, Four of Cups. I actually was channeling this energy today because I'm writing a post on my Instagram. One of the viewers asked me, what does 444 mean? So I said, oh, I'll do a post tomorrow, I said. This was yesterday. I said, I've got to do the filming. And I do the filming over 2 days, and I've still not done it. But anyway, I was channeling the energies today to sort of feel, and it's really unpleasant. It's like you don't even know why you're not happy. That's what this card's about. I don't even know why I'm not happy. Like, I don't even know why I'm not... Like, why am I not happy? Like, why am I not satisfied? Like, I don't even know why. That is the Four of Cups. And that's horrible. And honestly, as soon as I realised that I was channeling the Four of Cups for this post, I thought, thank God, get rid of that energy. And it went. And I'm so glad it went. So I'm sorry that some of you are going to be experiencing that. But it's kind of like the moon, isn't it? It's like, if you don't know, babe, then you have to experience the, I don't know why I feel like this, so that you can gain the clarity and enlightenment and have a new beginning. So some of you in your love relationships, this is love. In your love relationships, you're not happy and you don't even know why. Like, there's nothing wrong with him, there's nothing wrong with her, but you're just not bored, you're just not happy, you're just bored, it's just nothing. It's like excuse my French, same shit, different day. Do you know what I mean? It's like, like, I can't even be bothered to speak to you because you're fucking boring. Like, that's what this energy is. It's like, oh my God, do we have to have the same conversation again and again and again? That's that energy. And it's honestly, I'm not. It's just not pleasant, to be honest. But as I said, it's not like there's anything necessarily causing it. It's internal within you, Aquarius. Okay. Now, first of all, you have the Six of Pentacles. Then you have the Six of Swords for love. So this is about clarity and balance mentally. So some of you hopefully will be able to understand where this feeling is coming from. Do you know what I mean? Because you need to really get it. You really need to understand where this energy is coming from. And some of you will hopefully find that out. Do you know what I mean? This time. And I really want you, I urge you to stay with it. I mean, that's your energy, isn't it? I mean, some of you, this is your energy, air energy. So some of you could be dealing with other air signs, or it could be a water sign. And we had a lot of water in the other reading. So for some of you, potentially could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But that doesn't actually necessarily matter. This could just represent what that person's actually like for you. They're actually quite an emotional person. They have their emotions on the surface. And maybe that's why you're less... You can't both be, emotional all the time, for example. So you're not that emotional outwardly because they're so blooming outwardly emotional. Does that make sense? But so there's a balance with it. So you apply it, to how it applies in your life. But we've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, isn't it? But nines are always about also internal work. It's linked to the Hermit energy. So this is about looking, understanding, deciding, realizing, being clear about what it is you want. Yeah? What it is you want. What it is you really truly want. What's going to bring you joy. What's going to bring you love into your life. That's really what the Nine of Cups is about. It's about recognizing what